Here with the victorious Rory MacDonald, a spectacular performance against BJ Penn. Very, very dominant. What do you think of your performance?
I think I did a good job with my techniques, my variety, and I think I fought to my semi-potential. I did what I wanted besides finishing him. So I'm upset with myself for that, but it's like bittersweet, I guess. But very happy with the techniques I used and the damage I did. I just didn't finish, so that just makes me happy when I get the job done.
You mentioned it's a guy that you looked up to, but in the cage, it's a completely different story. He's just someone else that you have to compete against. Leading up to the fight, was there truly bad blood, or was it just something to motivate you?
No, it's just like I react to what's said. You know what I mean? It's a fight. Tensions are high. It was a long wait. I got my cut. We had to wait 2 months. There's 2 months of knowing extra that who you're gonna fight. So things were said, but in the end, man, BJ's a great guy, man. I've looked up to him for a long, long time. I respect him completely. Learned a lot of things watching him throughout the years. So in the end, it was an honor to step in there with him.
I want you to clarify something regarding the shuffle, because I tried to explain to people that were battering on Twitter. I said he's not doing it to insult a legend. He's trying to distract him.
Yeah, it's a technique. It's not showboating. It's nothing like that. It was simply a distraction method to set up other things. I used it as the ollie shuffle to a Superman low kick. It's just a setup. That's all it is.
There's a big hope that you can get Carlos Condit, because you called him out. We're hoping to see perhaps in Montreal, like you mentioned. You mentioned he humiliated you because of the damage that he did. When you say something like that, it has me a little worried, saying, are you going to be too emotional heading into that fight if you get that rematch? Or is it something that you still clear your mind, once you step in there, there's a job to be done?
There's a job to be done, for sure. I need to keep a level head and learn from my first experience against Carlos. So, you can only see when it happens. I'll train myself and prepare as much as I can, and fight to the best of my abilities.
And I actually mentioned that. I said, this is official during the performance, because people were kind of yelling behind us, why isn't he going for the finish? Why is he going for the finish? And I was receiving so many tweets. I said, this is proof that Rory MacDonald has learned from the errors that he said he made versus Carlos. Is that the reason why you didn't go in for the finish, or at least that it never happened?
I was picking my shots. I was being precise. I was not being a brawler. I was not being an amateur. I was being a professional, picking my shots, doing damage where I could. Maybe I could have done a little more. I have to look back, but again, learning experience. I'm a young guy, but I will not make the same mistake I did in the past.
Truly the God of War, Rory MacDonald, victorious in Seattle versus BJ Penn.